Hey everybody. Alright, today I'm going to be polishing my car. And what I want to show you all is these little kind of, maybe you could see it. There's little micro swirls in the paint. Hard to see. Yeah. But they're basically all over it. They're not that bad at all. Okay. What I decided to go with is VSS Scratch and Swirl Remover. This is from Chemical Brothers. And this is a really light cut polish, like really light, and a finishing polish. So it's an all-in-one. It's not very abrasive at all. It's not going to remove any sort of deep scratches or imperfections in the paint. It's very minimal, and that's what I wanted. This is a 1996 car. I don't know how much clear coat is left on it, but I do know I have paint chips here, and just generally around the body, paint chips, which indicates that maybe there's not much clear coat left. So I wanted to go safe and do a really, really light polish and finishing polish. Read some reviews on this, and that they say that, yeah, basically this is not very good for removing deep scratches. So good, because I don't really have any deep scratches. I just want to get this type of swirly marks to go away. I doubt this will even get rid of all of them, but if it gets rid of, say, 80% of them, I'd be happy. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, so first thing I did was kind of tape off an area. And I'll start here, and then I'll come back and show y'all the kind of head-to-head between the more center area and here. Looks like I got some pretty good scratches on both, so here we go. Okay, and here's what I got. Got my tool. This is a green, and these are great because they're labeled on the back. So green is a soft polish pad. I might also use the blue, which is a, light cut. So I'm going to start with the green, and if I like the results, then fine. If those swirl marks are still there, then I'll probably move on to the blue, maybe in another section, and see how that does. There's actually lots of pads, and make sure to use the right one. There's medium cuts, heavy cuts, and then there's like a finishing polish pad, which is black. But this polish should finish with the green pad, I think, if I read stuff right. Anyhow, I'm starting lighter with light polish, and if I need more, I'll go more, but I'm starting light. I've never done this before, so I'm trying to be safe. I also have, obviously, tape, hook and loop attachment for the tool. And this is from Chemical Brothers 2. This is a polishing pad conditioner. So you put the polish on the pad, and then you spray a couple of bits of that to open up the pores of the pad, is what it says. These two are made by the same company, and they should work well together. And the last thing will be microfiber towels to wipe off after I'm done, which I don't have here for you. I left out. Sorry about that. Oh, and before I get started, I just want y'all to know I did just clean and clay bar. Let me get some towels here, sorry. I did just clean and clay bar the car. That's very important too. I'm not going to show all that, but I do want you to know it's very important to make sure that the surface you're working on is clean, and not just of dirt and grease, but of any other products that may be on here. Like if you had old wax or anything like that, you want to be completely clean. So do a full wash, get any other chemicals or any dirt, debris, grease, get it off. I clay barred the area, and so it should be good to go for the polish. Okay, so I just finished my first pass ever polishing. Here's from someone who literally just did this for the first time. Let me get this off. I basically didn't know when to stop, but the pad started gripping, and so I realized, okay, it's getting dry. That's time to stop. All right, so it is noticeable. It's definitely like shinier. Obviously, the micro scratches are still there. But you can tell, like, look at those scratches compared to those. It's maybe 30% less. So I'm going to try another pass. Okay, first, this is just after my second run with it. Pro tip, cover your windshield. I might have put slightly bigger droplets on. The first one I went super, super light. This one, I mean, I'm still putting, dime-sized droplets, but I don't know. I spread them all out, but once I turn the machine on, I got a quick splatter. So I'm going to clean that real quick, but while I'm here, it's looking way better. You see that? To that. I'm really happy. Now, I could still see some in there, but I tell you, you step back a foot from this, you can't see them anymore. And I got, this light at an angle right on them. It's looking so much better. Like, this is just, you can see it all around in here. And then you come over here, it's like, pow. A little more, like, let me get my hand out of the way, sorry. You can pick them up. But, like I said at the beginning, if I can knock it down by, say, 80%, I'd be happy. And I'm happy. I'm not going for show quality here. I'm just like a do-it-yourselfer here at home, and that's good enough for me. Alright, update. I've done, obviously, my first section. Did this headlight. Did kind of the center roof and the center top of the roof. Roof, hood, whatever. So, yeah. Still missing some spots. There's like a raised lump in the middle, and I guess the pad doesn't quite get there as good. Then there's that tape line. Yeah, okay. I'm still learning. But here right on the center looks good. But then you get near that raised area, it doesn't buff quite as well. This looks fine. Yeah, lower looks really good. So it looks like that transition period between my first one and the center, where I had that original tape, I need to go back over that. And I'll probably have to do the same over here. It's kind of enjoyable. It starts going a little quicker, just it's a little tiring on the arms, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. I like it. Okay, update. The hood and front bumper are done. And I've definitely found myself going back over them. I've even switched to the blue pad, which is the light cut pad instead of the polish pad. Still using the same product, of course. I just found myself going over it a couple times, just like I did on the first one. I went over twice. I found I've been having to do that everywhere. So, blue pad's helping a little bit. Anyhow, just giving you all an update. There's some areas here, like around the little nozzles for the wiper fluid. I just can't do anything about that. Oh, and I did do both the front fenders too, which they look really, really good. they weren't as bad. I guess whoever or whatever tool made all those swirl marks, they really focused on the hood. But man, those look great, except for that paint chip. So moving on to the doors and back. Alright, so I finished up all the way around, and then I also kind of went back like with a flashlight and rebuffed some areas. I would call it generally about 1.5 passes I did on the car. Like most of the doors and this back quarter panel took 1 pass, and they look great. Alright, all done. So that was a polish, finish. I did some chip repair. Got some color matching. I can't. Sorry, I had a plane going over there. Look at that. And I finished it with a Meguiar's Ultimate Paste Wax. She looks great. Just... So like I was saying, I did do some paint chip repair. There's a company called Dr. Color Chip, and you just tell them the OEM paint specification, and they send you a little vial and some brushes and squeegee and towels and some instructions on how to do it. It's super easy. You just dab it on. I can't even. Where is it? There it is. This front headlight had chips all over it, and this front quarter panel here, right there, there's one. So, I mean, it doesn't perfectly do it, but you have to strain to find them now, which is just fine by me. I am really happy with this.